Introduction. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are putting two powerful strategies to the test. We're going to evaluate and compare two different versions of the World Cup Team Brainrot setup to see which one gives you the absolute best performance. In our first run, we'll be testing the default configuration. This setup features the classic combination of yin-yang, team, and disco traits. For the second run, we're going to make a crucial adjustment. We'll be swapping out the standard team trait and replacing it with the cursed trait. Let's find out exactly how the team trait holds up against cursed when the pressure is on. First run, setup and default team trait. First up, let's kick off the match and establish our economy. To control the early game smoothly, we're placing down our reliable early game moneymakers, Job and Sahour. Securing your cash flow early is essential before bringing out the heavy hitters. Once we fully upgrade Job and push our Tung Sahour to level 2000, it's time to deploy our primary damage dealer, the Flame Phoenix. Let's get it placed right here. Now, if you look at the baseline stats, the default, unupgraded Flame Phoenix deals a respectable 66.84 million damage. But watch what happens as we start investing our gold. Once fully upgraded, that base damage skyrockets to an impressive 1.19 billion. Maxing buffers and default total damage. We aren't done yet, though. To maximize our damage output, we need to fully upgrade all of our buffer units on the field. With every single buff active and the standard team trait doing its work, a single Flame Phoenix hits a massive grand total of 2.32 billion damage. That is a serious amount of firepower, but we want to see if we can push those numbers even higher. So, now that we've established our baseline, we're going to end this game, head back to the menu, and make our adjustment. Let's swap the standard team trait out for the cursed trait setup and jump straight into World Cup Endless mode for round 2. Second run, cursed trait testing. Alright, the second match is underway. Just like the first game, we're going to rely on our trusted early game defense, setting up Sahour and Job to manage the initial waves and build up our funds. With our economy stabilized, we can begin maxing out our units. Let's upgrade all the placed Brainrots across the board. Now, pay close attention to the numbers on screen. With the cursed trait active instead of team, the fully buffed Flame Phoenix attack has climbed all the way up to an incredible 2.76 billion damage. Data comparison and outro. When you look at the math, the difference is clear. By switching over to the cursed trait, we are seeing an additional 0.4 billion damage in total output. To make things easier to visualize, take a look at this breakdown graphic on screen. This shows you the baseline power of a standalone Flame Phoenix, compared directly against the damage numbers when it's paired with the World Cup team trait, St. Patrick, and finally, the superior numbers we get using the cursed trait. The numbers don't lie. If you found this comparison helpful and want to see more deep dives, please hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite setup, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.